Hello and welcome to the end of the year and 10K appreciation AMA. I thought I would give the green screen a break for once, and this is kind of like a different camera angle. I mean, for a video that is a bit different than what I normally post to the channel. Normally I have a script. I'm talking about some reality TV show. Today I'm answering your questions that you have posted on my comment section for the AMA announcement that I did. I first wanted to start off this video saying thank you. Thank you to everyone who has watched a video, has come across my channel, left a comment, left a like, at some point has interacted with the channel. I want to say thank you so much for all the love and support, whether you've been here from the beginning to now. Thank you so much. And also thank you to everyone who did leave a question or a comment on the AMA announcement video. If you do not see your question featured in this video or answered in this video, do not worry. I will be going through that comment section the day after this video is posted and answering pretty much every comment. But with that being said, let's jump into some of these questions, and we're going to start off with one asked by Logan, who says, do you have any plans to audition for a reality show such as Survivor, Big Brother, etc.? This was also asked in a way from Cena, who says, you're always doing content based on these reality shows. I've always wondered if you ever would consider going on one for yourself. Definitely be here for it. Thank you so much. I thought about both Big Brother and Survivor, which is funny. I'm not outdoorsy whatsoever. So being thought about me on an island / beach on Survivor trying to just survive. But I actually had plans of making an audition tape for this upcoming season of Big Brother 23. I think it would be really fun to do, and at least just put out an application and see what could happen. The next question comes from ELHP45, who says, what are your top qualities a challenge season needs in order to be a great season? That is a great question. I think if you have challenges and a cast that can make things unpredictable with twists that actually fit the theme and make sense in the context of the show, I think that you are going to be knocking it out of the park. I think Double Agents has a great start out and great momentum so far. The next question comes from Pies, who says, who's your favorite British challenger that has ever been on the challenge? I have to say that I can't just pick one. I'm going to have a top three. The number one I would have to say is Theo Campbell is one of them. I think he had a fantastic rookie season. I hate what happened to him with the cork going to his eye or close to his eye. I've heard he's doing much better, and I would love to see him back on the challenge ASAP. The next one is Big T. I think coming into her second season on Total Madness, she was a student of the game, and she came in showing that she wanted to play and she was ready to play. And I think this season she's knocking it out of the park. Entertainment-wise, confessional-wise, strategically she's coming in, and I think she is one to look out for. I'm a huge fan right now of Big T, and I really want to see her do well this season, especially her and CT as a partnered group together. And finally, Joss, I think, is a fantastic competitor. I think he got really close in Final Reckoning, and I think he's just a really strong competitor that I would love to see back on the challenge sooner rather than later. Chelsea says, as a long-term challenge fan / reality TV junkie, I am curious to know, what do you think has made the challenge so successful over the years? How has it outlasted many other competition shows? Bonus question, what is your all-time favorite reality TV show? The bonus question is easy. It's the challenge. I've never been so obsessed or hooked on a reality TV show like I have the challenge, and I've been watching reality TV for my entire life. I think what's really helped out the challenge is, I think, one, being able to grow with the competitors. With a lot of these other reality TV shows and their cast, I mean, bringing in a whole new cast every single season is a roll of the dice. We've seen it with Big Brother, striking out multiple times in a row with these cast members, because that's what mainly your season is dependent on, is how well the cast does with the twist, with the strategy. And if you're coming in with a lot of unknowns, you're either going to have a hit or a miss, and most of the time we've seen it's a miss. So I think being able to watch your favorites from either the real world Road Rules to begin with, or coming in from other reality shows like Are You the One and Big Brother and all these other shows, and coming in and competing on a show where the format could change every single season. I think the early adaptation and evolution of the challenge really helped it out to last this long. Whether it was going from just Road Rules and the Real World to then moving into other reality shows, whether it was people coming in and only having 2 teams where nobody gets eliminated the whole season, or it was people being voted out, or they actually added the elimination rounds back to the voting, back to the eliminations, going to a 2-team format, to a pair format, to a solo season, to multi-formatted season. I think they weren't afraid to roll the dice to see what worked and what didn't, and I think that's what ultimately helped them out, whereas other reality shows have become more rigid in their formats, in their way of thinking. And so I think that's what really helped them out to last this long. Corey Not Corey, love the name. What's a season theme / twist that hasn't been done yet that you think they should put into future seasons? I don't want to toot my own horn much, but me and a couple of people have collabed, mainly Jonathan, on these fantasy cast lists and formats. And I think that one that I would love to see is an all-winner season. I think that would be amazing. We just saw Winners at War not too long ago for Survivor. I think a challenge one would be great, maybe for season 40. I think another one would be Battle of the Shows would be a lot of fun. We're bringing in a ton of people from all different shows, and I think a lot of people would do well on a team-based season, but it had multiple teams of 4. And I think we haven't had one in a while, and I think that would be really, really fun and different. The next question comes from Batman, the World's Greatest Detective. Big fan. Besides personality, you have a knack for editing. Thank you very much on both accounts. So just wondering, do you have any sort of production background or are self-taught, learning as you go, or have any tips for anyone considering making video content? I do not have a production background whatsoever. I have to give a lot of the credit to a friend / mentor who helped get me into videos in the YouTube scene, and that is Joey from Coral Reef Talk. He has a YouTube channel. He's been doing it for years, and he really took me under his wing. He gave me a lot of help, a lot of advice, whether it was filming, editing. We actually ventured into a joint YouTube channel for a while, and then he helped push me into doing my own channel and my own thing, and he has just helped me immensely throughout the years. Like you have asked if I'm self-taught, I've taken a lot of thoughts and cues from other YouTube channels, places that I've watched, things that I've seen, and also learning through some of the YouTube editing tutorials like Just An OD Show. And I'm learning as I go, because I think in this type of medium, there's always going to be some new editing. There's always something to learn. There's always something to fiddle with, to tweak up. And to me, I think that I'll be learning as I go from here to infinity and beyond, if I can quote the great philosopher Buzz Lightyear. So my top 3 advice would be to be consistent with video scheduling and the quality of your videos. 2, have fun. And 3, make videos on something that you love, because if you don't love it and you're just doing it for quote-unquote views, you're gonna get burnt out on it and you're not gonna want to make videos long-term. If you're having fun and you're doing something and talking about something that you love, people can feel that, and that's what will make them want to come back and continue watching you. Bruno Alex 1995 says, what would be your strategy if you ever did a reality TV show? This is an interesting question. I've thought about this one a ton, and this past year I've gotten really into orgs. I don't know if people know what that is, but on Discord, online reality games, and they could be have the same format as Big Brother, Survivor, anything like that. I played mainly Survivor ones, and I've won one this past year, which I'm very proud of. I've gotten 2nd place twice, 5th place. Using my social game, I've been able to get people to give me information, get farther into the game. If I have to do it, I've rewatched Survivor a ton during Winners at War. I want to say Tyson is a good one, where I was more social. People were kind of gravitated towards me, but I'm not worried to make the big shots when I needed to get farther into the game. Mark G says, congrats on 10K. Thank you so much, Mark. Would you ever go live with your subscribers to recap and discuss any thoughts, suggestions, or comments on future episodes? Would love to engage with you more. That's actually very, very interesting. In 2021, I have a lot of big plans for the channel and really testing my boundaries as a content creator and doing a lot of things that I have not done so far with the channel and different video ideas. And this past Big Brother season, I actually went live a couple of times on other people's channels like Charles Warren, and I had a blast. I had a great time. I kind of dipped my feet in the waters of going live, and I was thinking that that would be something that I would love to bring to Angelcake. Whether it's once a month to start out with, maybe it's like a couple of times a month as we go on, but just like you said, I wanted to use it as a way to reach you guys on a more personal level and engage with you and answering comments, getting to hear your thoughts on different seasons and recaps and all this other stuff. So I want to do that starting in January. Goat3 asks, I know the most recent Amazing Race season just ended. Will you ever think of recapping the Amazing Race? Yes, I was actually planning on doing it this season. However, with Big Brother and making 3 to 4 videos a week for like 3 months, and then the Amazing Race started kind of middle-ish / towards the end of Big Brother, and then the challenge season was coming up, I was getting very burnt out and I just didn't want to add another thing to my Wednesday. And so that's when I decided to maybe just go past this Amazing Race season this season, but I do have plans on covering it maybe next season. Amanda asks, would you rather see an ally season or another rival season on the challenge? Great question. Not to plug my own videos, but I will. I did make a Fantasy Cast video of an ally season, and to me, I would rather see an ally season than another rival season, just for the fact that we've never seen an allied season, and I think that would be really, really fun. But I think that Rivals is a top-notch series theme on the challenge, and I wouldn't say no to another rival season. Tiana says, AMA, what got you hooked on reality TV? Do you remember the first reality TV show that got you hooked? Side note, love the channel, love your passion, and love the amazing content. Thank you for giving me a place to get hyped about all my favorite shows, old and new. That side note means the world to me. Thank you so much. I've seen your comments and your name pop up in my comment section for a long time now, so I know you've been a long time watcher, and I just thank you so much. As a kid, I would watch Big Brother and The Bachelor and Bachelorette with my mom. As a family, there's only one reality show we would watch as a family, and that was Survivor. My grandfather wasn't a huge reality TV show person, but he loved the islands, he loved the beach life, and I think Survivor was just something that he loved, and he loved the idea of testing your limits, living out and trying to survive, and I think that's what really hooked me into it. It was one, the competitiveness, and I just love the idea of reality TV, but also I just think it's like the camaraderie that you can get from watching these shows. I mean, you get wrapped up in these people's stories, the drama of it all, the Real Housewives, all these different shows, Below Deck and everything. But being able to connect with somebody over it and be like, what did you think about that strategy and all this other stuff? Being able to talk with you guys about it has made the challenge 150,000 times better than me just watching on my own. Also, I grew up with Nickelodeon, where I'd watch Double Dare, Legends of the Hidden Temple of Guts. Granted, those are more game show based shows, but I mean, if you're looking at Big Brother competitions and everything, they're pretty much the same kind of competitions in those. So to me, I've just grown up my whole life watching reality TV, and it's like my comfort food, entertainment-wise, in my brain. The next question comes from Faith, who says, I want to start off by saying I just found your channel this year, and it has been amazing. First of all, welcome, and thank you so much. I love all the challenge context and the 2 videos you put out each week. The one thing I would like to see from you in 2021 would be some merch. If you don't have it already, I would love a shirt or hoodie with your logo on it. Keep up the awesome content. Thank you so much. I do not have merch currently on sale. You may have seen the shirt like I'm wearing right now, or the hoodies that are back in the background of this video. I bought them basically for guest appearances, and I've been wearing them on the show. I've been looking into it. I think I found a good service, and I will be putting in for samples to come my way very, very soon. I'm going to be testing the material out, seeing how it comes out, and once I see it's good and I have some designs down, I will be making an announcement. I'll be probably putting out a solo video about an announcement saying that merch is out, and I'll probably be putting in some like little sponsorship of myself in videos like Tiny Table Talk. But I'm looking into January as the announcement date and going live with merch. So be on the lookout for that. And I take it as a huge compliment that you would like to rep Angelcake in some way. And I will keep everyone posted. Jonah asks, if you were on the challenge, got your choice of a female partner, who would be your choice? I'm assuming we're going with double agents, and let's say if I won the daily challenge in episode 1 like Anissa, who would I pick? I think it would be easy. I would pick Cam as my number 1. She's strong physically, she's great at puzzles, she's politically in with everybody within the house. I'm sure she would be stolen away from me at some point, but having that initial connection with Cam in the season I think would go very far to help me out in the season. I think if I couldn't pick Cam, the other two would probably be either Teresa or Natalie. Question comes from Madison, who asks, what got you so interested in the challenge that you wanted to make videos about it? What part of it stands out to you that other reality shows don't have? I'll be honest, I got super invested into the challenge mainly because of the history of the competitors. When you watch Survivor or Big Brother, they mainly come with a brand new cast every season. When there is a returning season, that's when it's special. And that's kind of like what you get with the challenge every single episode or every single season. To be able to follow somebody from their original show onto a challenge and getting to see them compete and getting invested into them early on in their career, throughout their whole career, I think is something special. You get to see how they're going by with a new partner, a new team, a new format, a new twist. I think it's so interesting, and I think that's what hooked me into it. I mean, seeing somebody come into a season as a rookie with somebody from their show, maybe they didn't get along with somebody on their show initially, but being on the challenge, they decided to be partners or be buddy-buddy with each other, and then later down the line they start to hate each other, and now they're bitter rivals. Now they're paired up with one another, but now they see each other in a new light at the end of their season, and now they're best friends again. I think being able to follow this trajectory is absolutely fun, absolutely amazing. And what got me into making videos about the challenge is pretty much not having anybody to talk about the challenge with. I was super into the challenge. I would talk about it with friends at work who had no idea who I was talking about or what was the context. And I would be talking so passionately about it, but they would just look at me like, yeah, can you just go? Can you just leave? And so I thought possibly that if I made videos about the challenge, that people would start to comment on those videos and that I could talk to people and have that connection with somebody about the challenge. And I found some early traction, and so that made me want to post more about the challenge, and so I started posting different content too. So it was a way to connect with other passionate, obsessed challenge fans. And then I was like, I would like to do more because I'm also passionate about Survivor, Big Brother, X on the Beach, Below Deck Mediterranean. That's why I make it a priority to go through all my comment sections and to comment and read pretty much every single comment that you guys put out there, because I want to hear what people have to say, either about the video, about the episode, about a competitor, criticism about how the video can be better or how the videos can be better, or how much you love the videos, which really touches me and really makes me proud to do these videos. So that's what ultimately got me into making videos and what keeps me making videos about the challenge. Andrew says, you're the GOAT. No. Also, do you think they'll ever bring back the cutthroat format? I would love for them to do a cutthroat 3-team, a schoolyard pick. I think that would be really, really fun. I mean, we've gotten the 2-team format recently. Why not bring the 3-team format back? Jokita says, hey, Angelcake, congrats on your 10K. Thank you so much. It has been 3 years now since I've subscribed to your channel, and I ain't leaving anytime soon. Wow. You've been here from the long haul, from the stepping stones. Thank you so much for sticking it out and being here for the long haul. So my question is, what's your favorite reality TV show? The challenge. Do you have any future or new projects in store for us in 2021? I have a lot I want to accomplish in 2021. Just like I mentioned on Mark's comment, I would definitely want to go live on the channel a few times this year, upcoming, maybe once a month. That's something that I've been thinking about. I don't want to get too much into specifics, but let's just say I have a lot in store that I'm really, really excited about, that I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. Like, I have a lifelong dream that I want to bring to the channel. I have so many different projects and thoughts that I have racing around in my head. I have it written down in my notebook of like 2.5 pages of video ideas and things that I have not even tried yet. And I am so excited to put them out there on the channel to see what you guys think. There's some things that I have made that I want to go back to that kind of format now that I have more time to do things and add more quality to the videos. One is interviews. I will say that I've been looking into doing interviews. I've been wanting to do interviews for a while, and I think I'm in a good spot to do them now. But there's still so much to do. There's still so much I want to say, but I don't want to put that out there yet. I don't want to put it out there yet, but I just have to say, keep your eyes out in 2021. I'm leaving it all out on the court. Like this year, I'm going to let the floodgates open, and I'm going to be putting out so much different stuff that I haven't done yet on the channel that I'm just super, super excited about. Melting Ice Cube 101 says, do you think the challenge should change the format of the show? Like make it live like Big Brother so everyone can avoid spoilers. I know spoilers is a big thing in the challenge community, especially with people who do look at spoilers and then decide to just try to spoil it for everybody who's in the vicinity of watching or enjoying the challenge whatsoever. I don't know if it would necessarily work out as being able to do something live. I don't think MTV would want to do anything live because they have less control over it. I would love that transparency at least once. Let's have some transparency in a challenge, in an elimination, in everything by just letting the raw footage go. I would love to see some raw footage stuff and just letting the cameras run. Christian asked, do you think Bananas is 100% retired? I 100% don't think that Bananas is retired for the sole fact that Bananas, we know, is a showman. And if he ever retires, he's gonna make a big freaking deal about it. Like, Bananas, we know, would not just like not say a word and just hide away and go off and live his life without saying a single word or making it about him. Kevin asks, who on the DA cast would you want to see win their first challenge? I'll just start this off by saying Leroy and Cam. I think Leroy announcing that it is his final season adds to why I want to see him win his first challenge season this season, but also it's about damn time that he wins a challenge season. He deserves it. He's been doing these things for forever, and I just want to see him get that challenge championship underneath his belt, get that title, get that money, and right away off in the sunset. The next part of the question is, and also, which of the champs on the cast would you want to see win again? Congrats on the 10K. Thank you so much, Kevin. It's hard not to say Darrell. I think Darrell was about to win his 5th challenge season in a row on Ruins before he beat Brad's face in because Brad was being a D piece and was wasted. This is long overdue. He deserves that win, and we don't know when we're going to see Darrell back on the challenge. It's been a while since he's been back, so I would love to see him get that 5 win in his back pocket, take home some actual big cash because he didn't win when the challenge was just like swimming in money. So I would love to see him actually get that big old cash, get that big old wallet leaving the challenge season. So I think Darrell would be a great one. I mean, right now, there's only 2 challenge champs left in the game with CT and Darrell. Either one, I think if they can make it that far and get to the final, deserves that win, but I would like to see Darrell get that 5th win because I think it's long overdue. And the final question that I was saving for the end, I've been asked about it quite a bit since the beginning of the channel, and I was asked about it a lot in the 5K AMA, but I wanted to wait. and I decided to answer this question about the meaning of angel cake and where it comes from. I'm going to read 3 comments that was asking this question. The first one was Tara Rain, who says, so incredibly proud of how far you've come, Drew. What's the meaning behind Angel Cake Entertainment as a name actually? I don't think I've ever actually asked that before, so I wanted to ask this time. Again, super proud of how far you've come since the beginning and love seeing your content. Greetings from the Netherlands. Thank you so much, Tara. Somebody else who asked it was Derek, who asked, how did you get the name Angel Cake Entertainment? Your videos are amazing and super fun to watch. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Derek. And finally, Jose asks, first off, congratulations on all your success. I discovered your channel during last season of the challenge and have thoroughly enjoyed watching. I have 2 questions. 1, where does the name Angel Cake Entertainment come from? And who are you rooting for to win season 36? And why is it Leroy? Because Leroy deserves the win. Now, a ton more people asked about the name Angel Cake, but I wanted to highlight those questions and feature them on this video. So now let's get into it. All right, so the name Angel Cake comes from high school, and this will be a little bit of a story, but follow me on this one. And in high school, I was on my school's swim team along with my friend Thomas, who I known since preschool. During one of the summers, we decided we were going to take swimming super seriously. His dad was the dean of students, and he was also the swim coach, and he was able to get us morning practice time at a nearby high school, because my high school did not have an actual swimming pool. His dad, our swim coach, couldn't be there to monitor the practice. Instead, he had the assistant coach coming in and kind of watching over us, giving us drills to do. And one of the drills he decided to give us that day was that we were going to be swimming 1 lap, right? So we would swim down and 1 back, and then whoever came in second, because there was the only 2 of us there, would have to do an extra lap, and then we would have to do it again. We would have to race again. Well, my friend has been in swimming his whole life. His whole family swam. So he's been in swimming forever. I only did it in high school, so I was a novice compared to him. So ultimately, I lost the first round. I had to do the extra lap, and in 30 seconds, I had to race this dude again. He had ample time to just relax and catch his breath. I was dying, and so we did it like a couple of times. For those of you who don't know my last name is Angelman. It's Angel Man put together. It's kind of like a superhero. And so when I got back after losing like my 3rd race in a row and doing my extra lap 3rd time in a row, I came out of the water and the assistant coach looked at me and said, you lost the man at the end of your name. Because you could not win, and until you can win, you lost the man at the end of your name, and I'm forever going to call you Angel Cake until you prove me otherwise. And so that's where the name initially was given to me. But if it just ended there, I don't think I would have named a whole channel after it. Now let's fast forward to the middle of the school year, and I'm about to take an English test. The room is deathly silent, and my English teacher comes up to me while it's silent and asks, did I prepare enough for it, Angel Cake? And it's like, now I hear murmurs asking like, Angel Cake? Why? What? Did he just call him Angel Cake? And so that's where it started. My whole senior year, my whole, I think, junior year as well, I was just called Angel Cake by my English teacher, and pretty much everybody in my school. And instead of using it as like something that really frustrated me or pissed me off or demoralized me, I decided to name my whole channel after it. And I think it came out to a pretty cool logo and stuff. And so, you know what? I use it as a badge of honor now. I don't care if it was given to me because I wasn't being quote unquote manly enough or beating my friend in a race. I basically put entertainment at the end of it just because I wanted to be able to like do anything on this channel, talk about reality TV, talk about movies, talk about whatever. Like, I just wanted to keep it open. I hope that story lived up to the hype. I've been asked that so many times. I kind of just like dismissed it for so long, and now it's like 3 years later and it's like, oh. But that is it for this AMA. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who did ask a comment and a question on that AMA announcement. Remember, I'm gonna be going over those in the next 24 hours after this video is published. I'm going to be going through those, answering and commenting back to everybody. But thank you so much. Thank you for all the love and support. I have very, very big plans coming very, very soon in 2021. Be on the lookout for those. But thank you so much. And I'll be back really, really soon with more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.